Now let's start with the questions that have 4 points. In question number 11, Rima wrote down three consecutive two-digit numbers in their natural order, but instead of the digits, she used symbols. Which number is next? Okay, so what do we have here at first? We have this one, then this one, then this one. So if we notice here, this one has changed to heart, from square to heart. So when a number change from square to heart, when we reach, for example, 29, so now 30, we change the tens place here from 2 to 3. Here we don't have any change like 22, 23, 24, but in 29 we change this, the tens place, to a different number. So now we are sure that here this shape here is 9, and this triangle is 0, and this square is 1. So, and we know now that the square is 1, so we will put here 1. So we have 19, so this one will be 20, and this one will be 21. So the next number will be 22. So 2 is heart, so we will have 2 hearts, and C is the correct answer. In question number 12, the potters have a patio which is tiled with square tiles of three different sizes. The smallest square have a perimeter of 80 centimeter. A snake rests on the patio as shown in the diagram. What is the length of snake in centimeter? So here we have three different sizes. We have the small square here like this one, and we have the medium square, and we have a large square. So as we can notice here, what is given is the perimeter of the smallest square is 80. So if we divided this by 4, because we have 4 sides, so each side length will be 20. Now, if we notice here, the medium square is equal to 2 squares here. So the side length for the medium square will be 40. Now, if we notice here in this place, so the largest square is equal to one medium and one small square, so the side length for the large one will be 60. Now we are able to calculate the length of the snake. So if we started from here, we have 20, 20, 20, and here we have 60, and here we have 60, here we have 40, and 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 here we have 20, and here we have 20. So if we add all of these together, we will obtain 420, and C is the correct answer. In question number 14, Majid, Bilal, Rashid, and Tamim were playing football in the classroom, and one of them broke the window. When the principal asked who did it, he got the following responses. Majid, it was Bilal. Bilal, it was Rashid. Rashid, it wasn't me. Tamim, it wasn't me. Only one child was telling the truth. Who broke the window? Okay, let's assume that Majid is the person who broke the window. So if he is the child who broke the window, so Majid now is telling it was Bilal, so he's lying. Bilal, it was Rashid, so also he's lying. Rashid, it wasn't me, he's telling the truth. Tamim, it wasn't me, he's telling the truth. Now we have two childs telling the truth, so this one cannot be the answer. Now if we assume that Tamim, he is the guilty one, so Majid, it was Bilal, he's lying. Bilal, it was Rashid, also lying. Rashid, it wasn't me, telling the truth. Tamim, it wasn't me, he's lying. So here we have only one correct answer, so B is the correct answer. Now in question number 15, which two tiles should be used to complete the puzzle? Okay, so we have here two pieces. So if we put here in this place the piece number 4, so, and we will exclude the answers that doesn't contain 4, so we will exclude A and C. Now for this part here, we should put a one that fit this place, so 3 doesn't fit this one, and also 1 doesn't fit because we have this extra part here, so it doesn't fit. So we have 2, and the correct answer will be D. Okay, now in question number 16, the diagram shows 5 rectangles. Elias wants to color the rectangles red, blue, and yellow so that any two adjacent rectangles are colored different colors. In how many different ways can he do this? So at first, if we assume that this one is colored with red and this one with blue, so we will color this one with red again and this one with blue. But here in the middle, we have to use yellow because it is adjacent with red and blue. So this is the first possibility here, 1. Now also for this situation, we can also swap between the red and the blue, so we will have another possibility. Now let's try another way of coloring. If I colored here with yellow and here with yellow and here with blue and here with blue, and I will put here red in the middle, so I will have here the third possibility. Also, I can replace and swap between the yellow and the blue, so I will have the fourth possibility. Now, if I placed the red here and the red here and the yellow here and the yellow here, and then I will put the blue in the middle. So this is the third possibility. So I will have here the fifth possibility here, and also if we replace between the red and the yellow, we will have the sixth possibility. So in total, we will have 6 possibilities, and D is the correct answer. In question number 17, Uthman has 4 blocks stacked as shown. In a single move, Uthman can take some or all of the blocks from the top of the stack and place them upside down as shown. He wants the blocks to be stacked in this order. What is the smallest number of moves he needs to make to get the correct order? So what is the correct order is this one. So let's call each block of them with a letter. So this one is A, B, C, and D. So this is the correct order. Now our current order is A, D, B, and C. Okay, so the first thing that we will do is to swap between these two. So I will have D, A, B, C. And the second movement is to swap all of them, replace them upside down. So we will have C, B, A, D. Now I will just place these 3 upside down. So I will have A, B, C, and D. So how many movements did we did until we reach A, B, C, D, the correct order? We made 1, 2, and 3. So we made 3 movements, and B is the correct answer. Okay, now in question number 18, a rabbit, a frog, and a kangaroo are having a competition. The frog moves 1 space at a time, the rabbit moves 2 spaces at a time, and the kangaroo moves 3 spaces at a time. They all start from the point marked start. The winner is the animal who lands exactly on the point marked finish in the smallest number of complete moves. Who wins the competition? Okay, now let's look closely at the circle and see, for example, for the frog, it will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he will need 11 steps to reach the finish point. For the rabbit, he will start from 0 to 4, 6, 8, so etc. until reach to 22, and then we'll repeat again 2, 4, 6, and so on. So it will never reach the finish point because all the time he is stepping through the even numbers. Now for the kangaroo, he will start from 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and after 21 he will start from 2, 5, 8, 11. So it reaches the finish point. Now let's count how many steps did he move. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So both the frog and the kangaroo took 11 steps to reach the finish point. So the correct answer is the kangaroo and the frog. They both reaches the finish point with 11 steps. In question number 19, Tawfiq wants the sum of the numbers in the white cells to equal the sum of the numbers in the gray cells. Which two numbers does he need to swap? Okay, so at first let's sum the digits in the gray cells and in the white cells and see the difference between them. So in the white cells, we have 13 plus 11 plus 8 plus 5 plus 3 is equal to 40 here. And in the gray cells, we have 2 plus 6 plus 4 plus 7 plus 1 is equal to 20. So the difference between these two is 20. So we need to subtract 10 from this one and add it to the second one. So how can we achieve that? We have to replace between two cells. So if we look at the answers, in the first answer we have 1 and 11. So if we replace between 1 and 11, the difference between these two is 10. So it seems like it's correct. So for the 40, if we subtract 11 and added 1, we will obtain 30. And here for the 20, if we added 11 and subtract 1, also we will obtain 30. So A is the correct answer. Now we don't need to look at the rest of the answers here because here the difference are not equal to 10. Here we have 6, here we have 4, here we have 9, and here we have also 6. So A is the correct answer. Okay, now in question number 20, the gear marked A is turned clockwise as shown. Which two boxes will move upward? Okay, if we have two gears, one of them turns clockwise, the second gear will turn counterclockwise. So this one, the direction of this one will be like this, clockwise, and this one will be the opposite. And this one will have the same direction, counterclockwise. Here we will have clockwise the direction, and here counterclockwise because they are connected in this way. And connecting the two gears by this way will make the direction of both of them is different. So here also we will have the direction is clockwise, here we will have it counterclockwise, and here clockwise. Okay, now we know the direction of all the gears. So by looking here, we will have the box number 2 will move upward, and here we will have the box number 3 will move also upward. So the correct answer is B.